Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Muhammad Shahmi bin Hazrin. My ID number is CB20032. We'll be presenting our project named Warehouse Management. So warehouse management is a process of organization of storage of goods, things and items. As we all know that after a factory produce a product, the safest place to be kept the item is at the warehouse. As we all know, different items have different manner to store. So our enterprise named Budi Enterprise developed a software that manage the input from the user. It will present the items, where the item stored, how much it costs, what item type they store in the warehouse, and also the duration of the item stored in the warehouse. So actually, one user can only store 5 items only. It is the maximum number. Moreover, the maximum weeks per item is only 20 weeks for each customer. It is to ensure the free space to fill the future from time to time. Plus, we also take a safety precaution, which is the heavy item will be kept on the below shelf and the lighter item will be kept on the upper shelf. So, in our warehouse management system, we'll provide the following information, which is an integer between 1 and 5, showing how many items the customer store in the warehouse, a character showing L for local and I for international, where the item come from, character showing C for clothes, E for electronics, and F for foods for the item type, and consists of a floating point which representing the weight of the item in kilogram, and also an integer between 1 and 20 that is showing the weeks of item stored in the warehouse. So this is a table 1, which consists of food, clothes, electronic. The charge is depends on the weight. So for example, if the item is food and the weight is between 41 to 60, the charge is only 20 ringgit. And this is table 2, which consists of weeks and rate charge per week. Let's say the item will be stored 6 till 10 week, so 200 ringgit will be charged per week, and there will be a discount which is 20%. So like I said, for the precaution safety, the light item which is 0 to 20 will be kept on the bottom in the upper shelf, 1001, and the heavier weight which is 61 kilogram and above will be kept at the bottom shelf, is 1003. And where the item from, uh, when the item from is local, so the item will be given 10% discount, and for international will be given 5% discount. So
So this is our algorithm without module. For the first line, we put the store control as the title. Then, since we use the looping process, we will put the counter equal to 0 and total payment equal to 0. Then we need to read the item number because it is the condition for the looping process, which is counter less than item number. If the counter less than item number, we could proceed to the next step, which is reading process, calculate process, and the print process. There's several decisions that need to be made, such as decision to determine the item type, the weight, the week, the item from, and the shelf. We could get some data from the decision, such as item charge, week charge, this week, this place, the place, and the location to store the item. Then we could calculate the bill, total this, bill after this, and total payment after we get all the data. Next, we will proceed to the print process, which is we will print the product name, place, weight, week, shelf, item charge, week charge, bill, total this, and bill after this. Next, we will check the counter. We will sum the counter with 1, and we will read the condition back. If the counter same or exceed the item number, we will end the process and just print the item number and total payment. Then we will end our process. Okay, next I will explain about the dash checking. Dash checking is a method to check the correctness of the algorithm. To create a dash checking, we need to create a table. For the first column, we need to put the line number. Then we need to list out all the variables in the case study. Then we place it into the different column. Okay, since we have a decision process, we need to add condition column. And lastly, we put the input or output column in our dash checking. Next, we need to fill up all the line number by referring to the previous algorithm, such as example, based on our previous algorithm, we put counter equal to 0. Then, for our dash checking, we just need to fill the 0 into the counter column. If we have an input or output, we need to fill up the input or output into their column and state it into the input or output column. As an example, item number. We put the 2 into the item number column and we put into the input, which is item number, marking question, and the number 2. Then, if we have a decision, we need to state it into the condition column, such as counter less than item number. We also need to state if it is true or false. If true, we put is T. If false, we put is F. Then we need to repeat the same process, fill up the line number by referring the previous algorithm until we finish our dash checking. I think that's all for the dash checking. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Nama saya Jad Jafri bin Jawahir. My metric number CB20110. Okay, so I want to present about algorithm with a module. So first of all, the algorithm with module is the same with the algorithm without module. So first of all, this total payment equal to 0, the counter equal to 0, and we have to read the item number. Means I put the item number is 1 and the counter is 0, less than the 1 is item number, so it's a true. So we have to proceed for the next step. So the process read the item type, item from, weight and week. The process is the item type, item from, weight, and total payment, and the counter equal to counter plus 1. And we have to while and the proceed about the process print, and it's the item number and the total payment. And so the is the end. So we have to okay. Next we proceed for the read process. Okay, for the read is we have the type, from, weight, and week. So we have to read the type, read the from, and read weight and week. So first, instead I put the type is the F, from is L, weight is 20, week is 4. So we have to proceed the type equal to F is a true, and we have to proceed the if week equal to 21 is a true, and its item charge is equal to 10. So next we proceed to line 53. Okay, no, we have proceed to 29 is the product name is a food. So next, we have to proceed to 50, line of 55 if wheat less than seed, this is a true because the week for the item is a 4. So the week charge equal for this item week charge to calculate week charge is the equal week minus plus or 115. So the discount week for the item is the 10%. So next we proceed to line 63. Item from equal to L is a true because the we have put the item from is a L. So the discount place is equal to the 10% and the place is a local. So next we proceed to line 70 is the if week less than 21, so the chef equal to 1001. So next we have the and if for the all this, and next we have to the calculate the bill is equal to item charge plus week charge, and next total discount equal to discount week plus discount place, and after discount equal to bill plus 100 minus total discount over 100. So the total payment is equal to total payment plus after discount. So print a product name, and we have to the print product name, place, weight, week, chef, item charge, week charge, bill, total discount, and after discount. So next we proceed to the process print is the item number and total payment. So in the process we have to print item number and print total payment. So this is that's all for the algorithm. So next we proceed about the company diagram. Okay, so this is the coupling diagram for the stock control. So the coupling diagram is the variable we take from the algorithm without module and flowchart without module. So the variable is the item type, item from, weight, week, total payment, and item number. So that's all from me for me. So we have to go the my friends.
So I will be presenting the flowchart with module. This is the flowchart with module with the main module, which is store control. The total payment is set to 0, counter is set to 0, and the user need to put the item number. For the decision making, counter is if the counter less than item number, so there will be a loop. So the process will be the read process, which consists the user to input the type, the from, the weight, and the week for the item, and after that it will be calculating from the input, which is consists of the charge, the product name, the week charge per week, the discount for each week, and from the item place, item from, which whether it's local or international, and for the safety precaution, the shelf number 1001 to 1003, and after that there will be an output, which is they will print the product name, place, weight, week, shelf, I charge, week charge, bill, total discount, and after discount in the calculation module. So after that, if the counter, and the counter will be at the increment by 1. So if the counter a decision is wrong and the counter is equal or more than item number, so it will be processing the print module, which is it will be print item number and also total payment number. So and after that, I will be running the Raptor module, the Raptor with module for the management warehouse management project. So they consist of three. This is the warehouse control control module, and this is the read module, calculate, and print module. So I believe. So how many items I will be store 2 items. So one item is clothes and it's from local. The item is 32 kilogram and the weeks I saw is 5 weeks, and that is the read module. And after the read module we will calculate module, so it will calculating all the things: discount, the product name, the shelf, the total bill after discount, and the counter will be add by 1. So this is for the second item. Second item will be food, and it is international. So the weight is 61.5 kilogram. I will be kept 7 weeks in the warehouse store management. So this will be calculating for the second item. So as the loop falls, it will go to the print module and print. So this is the result. This is the print module, which is number of items 2, and the total payment is 1,686 ringgit 90 cents. So that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iman Ibn Muhammad Sharif, CB256. Today I will explain about the coding, which coding and coding input output, and also user interface. Okay, I will explain the code by using the code block. It's the same as the in the slide. Okay, the first one we need to declare. We need to write the include st.h, which is about the standard C library. And after that, we go to the declaration of variable. Sorry, we use a float, integer, and char, because this all the main all the possible type of item that we use in this one is code. And after that, we go to the input. Okay, the input, and then the input we are asking how many item. It's the same as the algorithm, asking for the same thing, and which means the main highlight I have to highlight the variable that we use in the number, item type, variable item type, item from, week, and lastly week. Okay, and then okay, and after that they will do a decision. Okay, we write the decision, if, else, and so on. And also we also write the sim we call it, this one is the calculation, sorry, the calculation on this system. Okay, and then we come out with the lastly we got the print f. Okay, we'll print the final result or the possible output, which is item type, item from, week, store, shelf, and so on. Okay, until last week, until the dot, long dot. Okay, and then okay, we store based on the, okay, we set a variable name, week, and so on. And then okay, after that we set a counter. Okay, counter equals to counter plus 1. If the count, after we check the, then it will check the loop. Okay, if the false, we stop the loop, and if it is still right, we continue. After that, if the false, let's say if false, we'll print out, and lastly we come out, so we print all the items and total payment. That's all. Okay, for the next one, I will explain the user interface prototype input. Okay, there are two boxes here based on the slide. There are two boxes. We'll explain. We're asking the user insert the data. Okay, the first box, the left box will appear first, come out first. We're asking the user how many items to be stored, and then it also provide the notes below the instruction. Okay, tell to guide the customer user what system are gonna read. Okay, for example, is I set 1. Okay, normally what item I like to store. Okay, after that click continue, and the second box will appear. Second box will, this one, the second box will based on the first box. If I set, okay, since I set 1, which means like this second box will appear one time. If I set 2, value, and example I set 2, which means that this box will appear 2 times, asking for the information from the user. Okay, say I set 1, so because this box, the second box will appear 1 time because they will read only 1 item. Okay, so they will asking for type of item came from, weeks of like to store, and not only that, they also provide also notes under the instruction to get the customer or user. Okay, after that, after finishing, the customer will click the continue, and then come out, and lastly we come out with a output. Okay, this output will give all the release all the data that has insert by customer, and then we give also the calculation and the final calculation about the all the bill, total bill, and so on. And lastly, it will also give two choices for the user to know what the action needs to do, whether the print result plus slash receipt, or back to main menu. Back to main menu, which is the main page, or print result. This means like if the user like to save the result, so the user will click this one, will come out the second maybe the second phase about the result. Okay, that's all from our group.